banging my head on that corner, that's why I padded it with AstroTurf. Can you see? £10 that cost, catnip. And the cats don't like it, and it made me wheeze. Nearly bloody collapsed again. It must be fake. Check my bag. I go into the pet shop, Pets at Home. There's one in Blackpool, but at Clitheroe one's a more pleasant ride. For some flea spray and possibly squidgy things for the neck. You know, spot-ons. Bloody hell, fire. I'm just banging my head on these low doorways. Yeah. Yes, that's my smoke. Thank you. That's my smoke from the chalk. There you go, Albert. Oh, sorry, to drizzle. It said drizzle on the forecast. But seeing as of all my 3 cats are scratching, need some flea spray and frontline. That's it, frontline. That's what it's called. It's just been on the radio that Dave Prowse has died, the chap that played Darth Vader. I met him in the 1990s in Manchester. There was a Beatles Day on, Manchester Beatles Day, but next door, film memorabilia. And your ticket paid for both venues, so I'll have a look around the film memorabilia after I bought some Beatles CD. Bloody hell, even worse down here. And he was sat on a table looking fed up with a load of pictures, you know, for him to sign autographs of £5 each. Yes, I might as well go, Albert, as a red light. I said, hello Mr. Prowse, you're on television last night. Frankenstein and a Monster from Hell, 1972, I think it was. Hammer Horror. That's right, yes. And he stood up. It's nice to meet someone that knows who I am. I said, knows who you are. I said, you're Darth Vader. I said, you're also in The Clockwork Orange playing a minder, and in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy playing a minder. He picked a bloke up with his lapels, probably without any assistance, because Dave Prowse was a champion bodybuilder in the 1960s. He was also in a Benny Hill show in the Wishing Well scene. They've narrowed down, yeah, that's a new thing. Loads of building work going on. I was saying to Bandit Nev, what's going on with all the building work? Is that connected with the lockdown? Yeah, so Dave Prowse, he was in a bad way then. He was on crutches. He had really bad arthritis. Thankfully I'm 56 and a half and I've not had any trouble like that, despite having manual jobs all my life. I thought that's what it was, grinding away your joints, but I think it's just an affliction that anyone can get. My mum's just been for some spinal injections due to severe pain in her spine joints. Keep ringing about my mum, 82. She keeps pottering about. I found some cat food in my vestibule when I came home from work on Friday. Said stop pottering about, stay in. Well, it's exercise. I've just been in Morrisons. A few people not wearing masks. An old fella behind me jumped the queue. He meant to queue up. I said the end of the queue's there, but there's no signs anyway. So I'm not surprised people get mixed up. They should put a big sign up saying queue here for the tills. Don't put a sign up, people don't realise. The girl behind the till, have you jumped the queue? I don't know, I've only got 3 items. Oh, okay. Are all these necessary journeys? I'm surprised. So this lockdown's meant to continue, isn't it? December 2nd next week, and yet we're in tier 3, which means all the bloody pubs will be shut. We have to work a Saturday to cover New Year's Eve, which the place I work at isn't open anyway, but we still have to work a Saturday to make up the lost time for some reason. But my mate were moaning. I said, no, we'll go to the pub and I'll get you a curry and I'll have a few pints. Oh yeah, good idea, cheers Steve. But if we're going to be shut, I'll have to cancel our little outing. Because I said I'll get a taxi to work. Be pleasant, a nice meal, a few beers. I said I don't think I'll be going out at Christmas again like last year. Went on a pub crawl last year when the lads organised a minibus. And we finished at 12, got down to the pub called a post loader in Blackpool. It used to be a post office years ago. It's a Wetherspoons. They always use unusual buildings, don't they? And bloody hell, 6-7 hours later I'd had enough, but my mate Clive carried on. And I'm going for another beer, carrying on. I said, well, I'm going home. I thought we'd go for a nice curry. No, I'm carrying on. So when we came back to work, I said, well, what happened? I went for another beer, glugged a pint of lager down, felt sick, went outside and puked up in front of a copper. And he said, I think you've had enough, lad. Are you going home? And I said, yeah. So yeah, the novelty of just crawling around bloody pubs, glugging beer. If they're interesting pubs, fair enough, but there's no interesting pubs in Blackburn. Well, we didn't find any. We were playing pool in one for an hour. I used to be a keen pool player, but a bit rusty. I couldn't hit a bloody thing. Missed the pockets by a mile. Yes, I've got my super bright rear lights on. It's handy in this kind of weather. It stopped drizzling, probably on the bloody camera lens. Yeah, I have to be careful on these bends. When I was leaving work on Friday, it felt like something was given away, and I just checked my tyre pressures, running down £4, although the rear dust cap had a missing O-ring. I use plastic ones because if you use metal they weld themselves to the bloody valve. I thought, where's the bloody O-ring? I bet that's how it's lost a bit of pressure. So I just put a fresh one on. I got 4 off eBay ages ago. The blue skull shaped with white eyes. You think this road will continue down here instead of being a dead end? It's a bit of a pain. Having to go the crowded way. You go now a bit. Straight on, good. Yeah, so what made my tyres slip? It rather, they are slightly worn. I'm going to have to get 2 new tyres next year, next spring. But I think at the road surface as well, they're building a new road to ease congestion at the traffic lights because there's a busy T-junction. So they're building a little bypass and the road was a bit muddy, so I think it might have been that damp road, a bit of mud. You know, you can feel, it didn't go over of course, it just went, hey, whoa, ooh, ah, a bit scary. I was going to go through town and sing it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Just to put the tree up and lights on these shops. But I'll have a look through Clitheroe after I've been to this shop, if it's open. Can you hear me? I got my visor open. A bit quieter when the visor's open. I'll have to squeak up. Squeak up. Yes, although I'm clearing my throat, I think my cold's finally going away after 2 weeks. My cold seemed to last 2 weeks because of my wheezy chest. Yeah, a bit nippy. Hate winter. 6 month long winters. Not like in Australia, Bandit Nev. What's their winters? 70 degrees while the summer's 140. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere we go. Diddly-dee-dee-dee, diddly-dee-dee-dee. I was watching A Walk on the Wild Side, a chap that does Blackpool vlogs, and the hotel's started to collapse, so rather than repair it, because it stood empty for ages, they've demolished it, and the one next door to it. I left a comment, I'm going to say they should build a car park, because parking in Blackpool is horrendous. But I don't know, I'll have to see if the economy picks up. I bet a lot of hotels will be closing down anyway if this, like I said, we're in tier 3. So it's looking awful, isn't it? Not looking good for businesses or anyone. But to be honest, I wouldn't really miss. Oh, pubs are going to close, but would I miss some of the pubs in my hometown? There's just nothing going on. Never have any bands on. And is it the same where you are? If you go in a pub, there's normally a gang of silly buggers talking stupid or trying to pick fights. Just arseholes that can't handle a drink. Proper drinkers stay quiet, don't they? You know what I mean? Or is it just me with being rather tall? Dave Prowse was 6'7", Darth Vader, and about 21 stone, and I'm 6'7" and 23 stone. But Dave Prowse's hands, bloody hell, they were like shovels, sausage fingers. I've just cleaned the chain guard because it was full of guns, you see. Looking alright in it for an old bike, 2004 or 2002. I put some Christmas tinsel on. I thought it might boost the reflectors slightly, but I don't know. I saw them in that pound shop in my town. Does it really boost anything? Put some red there, amber there. I don't think it really does much. And blue Range Rover. It's not going to drain the battery. I'll clean the lens, clean the glasses. Got any cloths? Granny, will get a cloth. So sorry if you've had a rainy view while I've been riding over here. I'm not the only bike that's out. Hello, it's flea time again. Spray and pipettes, please. I think I got that last time, the big Johnson's one. The last flea treatment for the necks I got was from the vets, and it didn't really do much. So I'm going to get Frontline or something you recommend.
We've got Frontline and we've got Frontline Plus, which Frontline Plus helps to stop the eggs from hatching.
Oh yeah.
And helps treat the environment.
Is there 3? Because I've got 3 cats.
We do have the 3 pack.
Right, how much is that, please? Oh, I was going to ask while I'm here. One of my cats, Blackie, had to go vets. He was just ill. He was in his bed for about a week, not drinking or eating.
Yeah.
I'll do a blood test, £187. I thought, hellfire. And he said he's got kidney trouble,
Yeah.
Royal Canine renal. And he said Pets at Home sell it.
We'd have to order it in especially for you. We don't stock it in.
Really? Alright.
We'd have to order it.
Well, I'll leave it. He's actually alright now, because I've switched tap water to spring water, and he's been lapping that up, and he's right as rain now. I thought I could have saved £180 odd by not getting a bloody blood test.
31.50.
Right, yeah, blood test, all that money, just to confirm what I knew. He wasn't so well, and now he's right as rain, and I'm £180 odd down. That would have bought a lot of Christmas drinks and things. Right, okay, thank you very much. Thank you, see you. Hello, alright. Oh, really? Oh, you watch them?
Yeah.
I'm just getting some more bloody cat stuff. Cat's flea spray and things for it back of the neck. And I was just saying, girl, I threw me black cat. She weren't so well here in his bed for a week. Took him to the bloody vets. I'll do a blood test, £187. And I was just saying to her, all he did was confirm what I knew, cat wasn't so well, because he didn't give him any treatment. I said, the vet recommended a special food, Royal Canine, renal food to help his kidneys. Yeah, we haven't got any, we'll have to order it in. I said, well, forget it, because cat's alright now. I'm £187 bloody pound down, and cat's alright. It was just a temporary thing. I've got him some spring water, so he's back drinking again. He was just ill, and yet I'm £180 odd pound. I think vets are a waste of bloody time. Oh yeah. Yeah. Frontline, yeah. Yeah, I just got some of that. Oh, they're shocking, aren't they?
You're £300 just by walking through the door most of the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it will be vicious. You don't touch feral cats. Bloody hell. Yes, I'm back home, soaking wet. That's what happens when 2 bikers get talking. Can't bloody stop. Like Sissy and Ada. Eee. Right, kettle on, boots off, feet up. Jacket over the dehumidifier to dry it out. I should have said come to my house for a brew. Not stand talking for an hour and a half. So I can get up and not hook, it'll be dry shortly. Well, I finally got round to fitting them lights, look. I don't know why I delayed it so long. I just thought it might save on my electricity bills. I've switched from bulb to octopus energy and it's still... So your electricity usage means we must charge double. I said that's what bulb did. Electricity usage, a bloody kettle, an old telly and lights. Never put immersion heater on because I can't afford to. What it is the cost of electricity is just exorbitant. That's why the costs go up. Robbing bastards. That's what it's like living in Britain though, isn't it? Power bills sky high, council tax, 100 quid out your bloody wages. Anyway, I'll relax. Thank you and goodbye for now. I'm going to talk about a lot more things, but SD card was full and then the battery ran out. Delivery from Amazon came this morning for Blackie, but all the cats can have it. $9.99. I shouldn't be spending because I'm short of cash. It's to make Blackie liven up and play. Blackie. He's frightened of it. It's one of them fish that's on telly, costs £20, not telly. An Amazon alternative is half the price, but you don't get a fishing rod, you get a fishing rod with the other one. It's touch sensitive to activate it. It's full of catnip as well. I put some, it's just the supply with a little bag of catnip, but I put some of my own in. I got off eBay. Feline Bliss, Catnip Utopia. Where's he gone? That's not one, that gave me the idea actually, that doesn't do anything. Ginger, look, new mousey. Go on, play with it. Goodbye. Ah. I'm glad someone's interested. Oldest cat. Hey, don't break it. What if he breaks the mechanism? It's a little motor inside. It would be, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be a real one. You like that, baby? I'm glad you've got some energy. Unlike the other two. You have to bat it, Ginger, to get it going. Bat it. Bat it.